Right, look like we active. So I always be getting on with damn 1 or 2 minutes left for a damn candle. Anyway, and so this candle closed bullish as hell on yesterday. So um obviously you would expect price to make its way up, but it already came up a little bit, potentially tapping close into this little resistance area right here. So the 4 hour I don't put too much stock into, but it's printing side by side, so nothing too much going on there. The 1 hour is where we start to see some ranges formulate. So I can easily identify that this is a resistance, and I can easily identify that this is a support. I got to look to the left to find where potential targets are. So I would say kind of in this area here where I see like some wicks coming up into right there is a little potential area. And then this is the long target if we do get candles to close above that even. So somewhere in there is where I'll be targeting on the buys. And on the sells, let's see. Scroll left again. Probably even better sells below here, really, just because it's a clean candle to mirror down into that after you do get a closure below this. So I would be looking like right in here after breaking below that to mirror this clean candle. So right here, yep, to fill that. And let's see what that is based on today. Yeah, see, that'd be breaking this daily low, which was formulated at 1 a.m. today. Um, Long target probably somewhere down into like here, the next resistance. We're just going from zone to zone. So this was the same area we wanted to close above yesterday, and it winds up being our long target as well. As I always say, price is just a repetition of itself. So what we once waited to close above, which was this, we now want to use as a final target. So let's see if the same range is applying on a 30-minute time frame. Yeah, I say so. Yeah. So as of now, prices is once again just printing side by side. So we need something to either close above this, take advantage of this 45-ish pip range, or close below here for a 70 pip range. Potential entries depending on when volume kicks in below this daily low. Just depends on how we looking when we get there. So yeah, right now we're just waiting. These 15 minutes, same thing. Yeah. This should moving fast as hell. No. Let's see how we looking. Getting close to that daily low, like I always like to play with. So let's see if we do. 'Cause I may do something under here potentially. It just gotta make sense. And the volume gotta be there. But it's still, let's see. We still like 30, 35, 40 away from that. But potential. We getting so close to the 1 hour closure. That's the only thing. Granted, I don't plan on being in for that long if I were to take it, but just got to protect the downside as well. Because I would even go to the 5 minute to find a technical stop loss. And the daily low is under 32 or 34.29.8 right here. So if you did get in on the break of that, you wouldn't have no stop loss, but this current 5 minute high, which is about 52, 53. So I'll see what we're looking like because we are technically breaking below all this. And even if we waited until 9, it would slick be a good position under there. Trusting volume to take you through all this. But we will see. Because if it break this low, should break into here. We just want a quick push. Let's see. Let's see. I slick will go ahead and set a sell stop at the break of the daily low. And if we get a little too close to 9, I'll delete it. But I do want to be a part of the move if it were to happen. So that's just the normal break of the daily low play that I always be taking, anticipating volume to push us down and through. And if it pulls back on me, I would just get out. So I want to say the previous 1 hour candle low just broke right there. So we're going to see if it breaks through all this right there. And pushes into kind of like half of this range at least, because it's a good range to take advantage of. So we will see what it do. It's about 30 pips away right now. Like I said, if it gets to like 8:57, 8:58, I made this way on that 1 hour to close. As I always say, the safer move is to wait on the 1 hour to close, yes. But I do anticipate volume can give what it needs to give. Let's see, 20 seconds until this 5 minute closes, and then we'd be about 15 to 20 pips away. So I likely will use the next 5 minute high as my stop loss. So whatever this high is, if it flips and gets me in, that's what I'll use as my stop. So if it flips right now, that's only a 28 pip stop loss on the break of the daily low. That's not bad at all. Let's see if it, because then it did close below, even on a smaller time frame. It did close below here. Could take advantage and get in a little bit higher just because it closed below, but it ain't that deep. All right, it's breaking its own low again. We're getting close to that 1 hour close. Come on now. You gonna push, just push. All right, so it's playing around them daily lows right there. But regardless, I at least want a closure below this support right here, this most recent support. As long as we got a closure below there, I mean, I expect price, whatever it does, to at least come down. 857. Okay. So give me one more attempt. All right. It's probably about to get me in. It got close. It gave a little bit higher of a top wick. Only 33 pips still, so not terrible. That's the technical take profit down here, like 3423.9. All right. Since we're getting only 2 minutes away from the 1 hour closure, I think, oof, damn, bro. This shit gonna go. I just don't want to be stuck in no pullback. All right, I'm gonna just be disciplined. Okay, so I deleted my sell stops on both accounts, but I do want to add it back when this next 1 hour opens up, makes a top wick. I need a top wick though, just to give me something on the 1 hour time frame to utilize. If it want to run in this last minute, it just is what it is. But what I want is a 1 hour candle to come up, preferably retest this, but anything is better than nothing. So previous 15 minutes all the way up here. So 1 minute left. I need this thing to hold the line right here. I really don't want this low to break just yet, because it looks damn good to go down. Mm, it's playing right there. 'Cause once this shit break this, bro, it's gonna go. I just can't sit in this shit with less than a minute left. Yeah, see, there it go. It broke it, and then it shot back up a little bit, so that's fine. I'd rather avoid that. If it closed below this, I like it. 20 seconds. I would have been in a little drawdown right now if I held that position, but let's see how we looking now. All right. Let's see how this opens. Mm-mm. Of course. Boo. Straight push down. no top wick. So let's see what happens when this makes a bit of a top wick. It may be a 915 weight now, just because of how this is pushing down. It didn't have much of a top wick. Man, that's ass. This 1 hour candle closed with not much of a bottom wick. This 1 hour opened up and pushed straight down with damn near not much of a top wick. It was there, but I don't chase volume. And this was a little area I had my eye on too, is like a potential area that price can reject out of, but I ain't too worried about it, especially with the volume that we have right now. So we will see what this look like in about. Really don't look bad on the five for real, for real. Man, that's so lame. Worst come to worst, I'll just get in under this for real. I mean, that ain't much of a difference of where we are right now. Only 25, 30 pips away, so we will see what it do. Would have loved to have caught that. Just had not much of a top wick on the 1 hour. I'd love to retest something. That shit just wicked up, fell out. I can go to the 1 minute and show that shit just literally fell out. But it's playing out though. It's good to know that it played out how we thought. 59 pips in 3 minutes. Mm, 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 mm. TP smash. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, man. I would be interested if this candle closed below this 5 minute support right here with as much volume as it pushing down with. But once again, we need a top wick on the five because I can't use a previous 5 minute candle as this shit has moved almost 100 pips in the last 4 minutes. So let's see how this 5 minute candle closes. And if this 5 minute don't give nothing, then I'll likely just wait on 915. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. It look good though on all time frames. Even the 5 minute, like this closed below all this. and it's just mirroring it. It didn't get no entry. That means that I would have been getting in, anticipating using a 9 pip or 10 pip top wick. And we know that candles a lot of time will pull down for a pullback up. So what I would like is this 5 minutes to come up, this next 5 minutes to close bearish, which would be a 15-minute wick fill target in this area again. Because obviously it's having a little trouble right there. But let's see what it do when it breaks it again. So we are rejecting out of this support right here. So I don't really want to get into a buy because at any point this can just flip to continue down. But I will say I would get in a buy at 9:30 if I got a green candle, like a bullish candle to close, and signifying that we should start to make our way up at least into like this little area here. I don't want to be a part of getting in a buy if it's only just the potential top wick to continue down for the rest of the day. So it is looking like 9:30, but at 9:30, I do presume that we will either have gotten a closure below this or a bullish candle to close back up here, signifying that we can take advantage of whatever range is left up into here or up into here. So this 30-minute candle will tell a lot, or this 30-minute closures, I should say, because now this is opening straight up. And price action says that if this is opening straight up, when it comes back down and breaks this low, it should come down into here. But I don't like getting in when price is showing a whole bunch of different stories. So these 5-minute candles have closed bullish, bullish. This is moving with no bottom wick. So now, if you're looking at the 15-minute, once again, you would see, okay, yeah, we should come down into here. But that's only a 23 pip range. It's not enough to take advantage of. 30-minute candle still open with not much of a top wick. So I wouldn't be surprised if this came up and closed back above. Like it's a lot of things that can go on. So the best thing to do is just wait till 9:30. I'm anticipating either this 15-minute closing bullish and giving us an entry to continue up. This 30-minute candle closing bearish under this support right here and giving us range to continue down. Or 9:30 closes somewhere like right here, and we just say fuck it, let our nuts drop and get it on a break of this daily low again. But as anticipated, it just made a top wick to come down. We will see what happens at 9:30. So I will. Oh man, that volume's looking good to come down. Actually, trying to see if I want to try my hand at that break of that daily low again. It's just such a big ass stop loss, 60 pips, and it should already rejected once. Mm, I just have no stop loss. That's the only part that's ass. And then there's some supports right there. Supports right there. Yep, tap perfectly into that support that we identified. Once again, as mentioned, I did anticipate price flipping coming down into here. But I mean, that's just a 23 pip range and it filled it. But now it's having some play at that area again. So I'll keep my chart on the 5-minute just to see. But the safest bet is to wait, but you can always try your hand on that daily low break at 34.21.5. I just don't love getting in when price already moved this much. As I always say, we'll see. All right, it's getting close again to that 5 minute low, which is the daily low right here. Looks like it's about to break it again. But with us being so close to 9:30, I mean, there's so much range under here that I'm honestly cool with just waiting. Oh shit, bro. This shit is moving today. And all right, so let's see, because this is a little hasty, but if this closes below on the 5 minute time frame, there is nothing in the way at all until this blue line. So it's about to be 9:25. If this next candle wakes up to give us something somewhat of a stop loss, I mean anything, then this wick can be filled, and I would anticipate price coming into like this area here. But I would need some range because there's nothing in the way but a wick. So let's see how we looking in 10 seconds. Let's see how this candle opens up. All right, give me more of a top wick, more of a top wick. Give me more of a top wick. Mm, 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 mm. Can't do nothing with this little last top wick. Just 7, 8 pips. All right, I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of that low on the 5 minute time frame. So we close below. We're retesting this right here. The technical stop loss really is high up here, but it's gonna be an aggressive stop. Just this 5 minute. So should be getting me in 3420.3 is my entry. This candle opened up with no bottom wick. All right, so let's see. Very aggressive stop. Well, yeah, I'm putting my stop like back in this range for now. Yeah, right there. It's up 10. Let's see, up 10 again. Up 14. Up, yeah, like I said, 14-ish. Getting close to filling this wick. Up 15. All right, I am gonna go stops to break even again, like yesterday. I seen like 16. Come on, price, move. All right, I'm up 15 again. Take profit hit. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Where's my take profit? 3417.2. Yup, yup, yup. So analysis on that one was 5 minute candle closed below the range. After waiting. This candle opened up with no bottom wick. It just wicked straight up. So when this candle opened up with no bottom wick, that's when we had this tiny stop loss. I mean, it was only 20 pips. Let me make sure everything is clear. I'll actually screenshot this in the meantime. This takes definite experience, but this 5 minute candle here closed below, like I said, right there. This candle wick straight up to retest, like we always talk about in the videos, to retest this support right here. Cool. And then once it flipped, it not only filled this wick, which was also the daily low, it shot down once it broke the daily low. And that is where I had a bit of a take profit. So I exited at 3417.2 on my accounts through Top One Futures. And I actually started some new accounts through Tradeify. So made 1020 across these accounts. Um, yeah, man. So just staying disciplined to the plan. And that is my day. I do anticipate price continuing down, but it's just the range is getting a little small right here. You anticipate price kind of correcting all this, but price can bounce off of this to continue up, bounce off of this to continue up. So it's a bit iffy right now. And I like to just take my little one move of the day and call it a day, especially when I made 640 across three accounts. One, two, three, and then 1020 across four accounts. So that's about a $6,000 day across all accounts. And yeah, man, that's my day. So hope y'all were able to catch that. And we will definitely be back on that motherfucker Friday. Yeah, see, same case. This shit wicking up. It should break this low and continue down, but discipline, bro. I ain't trying to be greedy in this shit. It does look good to continue down though, right here, but it's just like, for what? I'm cool. I'm cool. So, yeah, flip should come down, but that if that's the only high it makes, then maybe not. So, you caught that bit, Tonio? Okay.
Facts.
Say less. I had to make sure you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying though, bro. Like when we be getting in this bitch, like when it act right, it just act right.
Nah, that was a good play right there.
For sure. And I'm glad we got in when we did because price kept breaking these lows, breaking these lows, breaking these lows. But when I seen this leave that wick to fill, I said, okay, bet we got at least 20 pips to play with right there. And once it broke that low, we was green. So that's a bet. That's a bet. Well, I'm glad you caught it. DJ, I hope you caught that bit too. I ain't gonna be on tomorrow, but I will be on Friday. So shit, let's finish the week strong. Y'all boys be easy.